EA has canceled the Black Panther video game and is shutting down Cliffhanger Studios. Now, there's a lot of areas we could take this, right? Like EA, along with the rest of the video game industry, they're in a world of hurt right now. I think everybody's trying to pinch their pennies and try to cut costs because we are not in the COVID bubble anymore where everybody's at home and everybody has just a ton of money to spend on video games and time to spend on video games. I think gamers are limited on what they're going to play. And I think you see a lot of people gravitating to the Fortnites of the world, people gravitating to the Marvel Rivals of the world, the games that require no money up front, but they're fun. They're easy to play. So these developers trying to sell big, massive games are struggling to get their return on investment. Now, according to EA, they claim that this layoff and this shutdown was in order to sharpen their focus and put their creative energy behind the most significant growth opportunities for the studio. And in case you didn't know anything about this game, this Black Panther video game was first confirmed back in 2023. The game was being led up by Kevin Stevens of Monolith, who worked on Shadow of Mordor. So obviously a great resume when it comes to single player video games. I mean, the Shadow of Mordor series, impeccable. Some of the greatest games ever made for the Lord of the Rings series. Not as good as Return of the King. But right up there. Definitely right up there. And outside of that, I mean, all we knew about this Black Panther video game was that it was going to be third person, it's going to be single player, and that it was from EA. But still, I think we were all hyped. And I think that the biggest part of this story for me is that you have to realize how bad things have to be in the world of gaming. How bad things have to be for EA. For you to look at the roster of games that you have coming out and be like, yeah, let's cancel the Black Panther video game. Because Black Panther as an IP is super strong. It is one of the biggest franchises in the entire Marvel universe. The movie came out in the MCU, broke incredible records. The second movie, even Chadwick wasn't in it, it still did really well. People love the world, people love that franchise, and a Black Panther video game is desperately needed. I mean, it would be so incredible. Now that the game is shut down, we are starting to see artwork come out, and the artwork and the concepts that we're seeing for this game, it just looks super cool, and it just feels bad that we're not going to see this come to light. I mean, the closest we've gotten to a Black Panther video game was the Ubisoft Avengers DLC, right? They had that cool Black Panther, Wakanda story update. And the DLC was a good appetizer for Black Panther fans. But I think a lot of players, including myself, were looking forward to this EA Black Panther standalone video game and just being like, man, you could really do something special here. I think even if you emulated the Arkham series and did something there, there's so much potential with the Black Panther. And it's just a bummer that EA's I'm sorry, this is the one we're cutting. Now, unfortunately, this is not great news for Marvel fans. It's not good news for Black Panther fans. It's not good news for video game fans. But there are some glimmers of hope in this story. Number one, EA is not giving up on Marvel video games. In fact, the Iron Man video game is still in production. And according to everything that EA is saying actively, is they are still committed to making 3 Marvel video games, but the Black Panther is just eliminated, which means there's 2 more coming. So we got an Iron Man video game coming, which could be cool, right? Imagine an Anthem video game, but it's Iron Man. That could be super dope. But then the other 2 games, I mean, we got to assume, let's pick real quick. Maybe X-Men? An EA X-Men game would be incredible. I'm trying to think what else would be super cool. We already got an Avengers game. We have a Captain America game coming. Hulk? No, I didn't EA already make a Hulk game? I don't know. Put in the comment section what you think that third game should be. I'm very interested. But the second glimmer of hope here is that if you want to play as Black Panther in a video game, there is still glimmer of hope that we will see that happen because Black Panther will be appearing in the upcoming Skydance's Marvel 1943 Rise of Hydra video game, right? We saw additional footage from this game a couple months ago. Essentially, this is going to be taking place in 1943 in occupied Paris during World War II. Captain America and Black Panther, they don't really know each other. They've heard rumors, but they're like, yo, there's this terrorist organization called Hydra rising up. What are we going to do to stop them? We got to team up. But Captain's like, I don't trust you. You're from an exclusionist country that doesn't share your resources. And Black Panther's like, sure, calling the kettle black there because that sounds a whole lot like America. You're exclusionary. You don't want to get involved in World War II. Let's do this. Let's fight. And so they battle. They get in this little tiff. But then they realize, oh my goodness, we both want the same thing. We want to take out Hydra, and that is what we're getting from this video game. And as cool as that sounds, right? That story probably not going to happen. That's probably my story from the game. But the game is also being made by the fantastic Amy Hennig, who, if you're not aware, worked on PlayStation's Uncharted. And again, I'm a Naughty Dog stan. I am an Uncharted, Last of Us stan. Anyone who worked on those series is going to pass for life for me. And the fact that Amy Hennig is working on a Black Panther Captain America video game, I'm very, very excited for that game. Now, EA also did reveal some news about other games that are coming out, and they said that moving forward, EA will be focusing on games like The Sims, Battlefield, Skate, Apex Legends, Iron Man, Star Wars Jedi Part 3, and a couple more. And look, I'm going to pause for a second because I think I speak on behalf of the entire internet here. EA, don't you dare mess up Jedi Part 3. Okay. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order and Star Wars Jedi Survivor, some of the best Star Wars video games of this generation. In fact, if you look at the entire Star Wars ecosystem of video games, those two games, probably top 10. Top 10 Star Wars video games. And we're going into part 3, which is going to be the finale. It's going to be the conclusion. We're going to tie it all up. It's going to be the end of Cal Kestis and the end of BD1. Please do not ruin that game. Do not ruin that series. Continue it because those games are absolutely fantastic. But yeah, I mean, it's just interesting because, again, I'm sure internally EA is not wanting to cancel a Black Panther game. Anyone in their right mind's yeah, if we put a Black Panther game out, it's going to sell like crazy. Why would we not do that? But it is kind of interesting to see that the industry is in such a place that EA is yeah, we can't, not even we can make money off of Black Panther video games. So we're going to call it quits. But anyway, sound off in the comment section where you land on this one. I'm interested to know, were you looking forward to the game? What did you think the game was going to be? And don't forget, what do you think is going to be that third or second Marvel game that EA is going to come out with? I'm very, very interested to hear that.